Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children. Welcome to our online teaching academy Ekalaiva. Exercise 13.2 fifth question. A vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 cm and the radius of its top, which is open, is 5 cm. It is filled with water up to the brim. When lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 cm, are dropped into the vessel, 1/4 of the water flows out. Find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. So, what is given? The vessel is in the form of an inverted cone. Its height is 8 cm and the radius of its top, which is open, is 5 cm. So, the vessel is in the form of a cone. The vessel is in the form of a cone. Its height is given 8 cm and the radius of its top, which is open, is given 5 cm. It is filled with water up to the brim, which means up to the top water is filled. When lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 cm. So, lead shots are in the shape of a sphere of radius 0.5 cm. So, when lead shots, each of which is a sphere of radius 0.5 cm, are dropped into the vessel. So, when lead shots were dropped inside, 1/4 of the water flows out. 1/4 of the water flows out. You need to find the number of lead shots dropped in the vessel. So, let us see what is given in the question. The height of the cone is given. Height of the cone is given as 8 cm and radius of the cone is also given. It is given as 5 cm and lead shots are in the shape of a sphere. So, the radius of the sphere, that is lead shot, is also given. So, radius of the lead shot is also given, which is in spherical shape, that is given as 0.5 cm. There are two different radius and this is a cone's radius is big, so I mark it as capital R and this I mark it as small r, and height of the cone I take it as h. Okay. Now, when lead shots were dropped, we don't know how many lead shots were dropped. That is what we have to find. Find the number of lead shots dropped. So, we don't know how many lead shots were dropped. When they were dropped, 1/4 of the water flows out. You know, as per Archimedes principle, volume of water that flows out will be equal to the volume of the lead shots dropped. What is that Archimedes principle says? The volume of water that flows out is equal to the volume of the lead shots dropped. So, using Archimedes principle, we can say that volume of water that flows out will be equal to the volume of lead shots dropped. Volume of lead shots dropped. And we have to find the number of lead shots dropped. Let us let x be the number of lead shots dropped. So, how much volume of water flows out when lead shots of each of sphere of radius 0.5 cm are dropped into the vessel? 1/4 of the water flows out. How much water flows out? 1/4 of the water, that is 1/4 of volume of the cone is equal to volume of the lead shots dropped. One lead shot, what is the volume of a lead shot which is in spherical shape? 4/3 pi r cube. Now, how many lead shots were dropped? So, x into 4/3 pi r cube. X into 4/3 pi r cube. So, it is 1/4 into, what is the volume of a cone? 1/3 pi r squared h is equal to x into 4/3 pi r cube. This pi you can cancel on either side. 3 in the denominator can be cancelled. So, So it is 1 by 4 into what is the radius of the cone? Radius of the cone is given as 5. So into 5 into 5 into what is the height of the cone? 8 is equal to x into 4 into what is the radius of the sphere? That is lead shot 0.5. So r cube. So 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5. So 4 1s are 4 2s are 5 5s are 25 into 2 50 is equal to x into, when you multiply 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5, you get 0.125 into 4 is 0.5. So 50, this multiplication of 0.5 comes inside, division is equal to x. So I want to divide this. So x is equal to 500 by 5. So x is equal to 100. So how many lead shots were dropped? 100 lead shots were dropped. You can even find the same number of lead shots using the formula, that is number of lead shots dropped is equal to volume of water that flows out by volume of the lead shot. Okay, I did this method for your better understanding. So how many lead shots were dropped? 100 lead shots. So number of lead shots dropped is equal to 100. How many lead shots were dropped? 100 lead shots were dropped. Let us see the sixth question. A solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeter and base diameter 24 centimeter, which is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter and radius 8 centimeter. Find the mass of the pole given that 1 cubic centimeter of iron has approximately 8 grams mass, and they told you to use the value of pi as 3.14. So what is given? The solid iron pole consists of one cylinder surmounted by another cylinder. So there is a cylinder, on the top of it there is another cylinder. So the pole consists of two cylinders. The solid iron pole consists of a cylinder of height 220 centimeter and base diameter is given as 24 centimeter. It is surmounted by another cylinder of height 60 centimeter and radius 8 centimeter. You have to find the mass of the pole. You have to find the mass of the pole given that 1 cubic centimeter of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So to find the mass of the pole, you need to find the volume of the pole. So what is given first? So radius of the small cylinder, there are two cylinders, right? So radius of the small cylinder is given as 8 centimeter and the height of the small cylinder is given as, why I mention it as small and big? Because one cylinder is smaller than the other one. So 60 centimeter. Height of the small cylinder is given 60, and the diameter of the big cylinder is given. Diameter of the bigger cylinder is given. Diameter of the big cylinder is given. From that we have to find radius. So diameter is given 24 centimeter. So its radius will be, I will use capital R to differentiate the two radius. The height of the small cylinder I take as small h. So the radius of the big cylinder is 12 centimeter and the height of the big cylinder is also given. What is the height of the big cylinder given? Height of the big cylinder is given 220 centimeter. So we have to find the volume of the iron pole 1 now. So what is the volume of the iron pole? It is nothing but the volume of both the cylinders. So volume of big cylinder plus volume of small cylinder. Volume of big cylinder plus volume of the small cylinder. You know what is the volume of a cylinder? Volume of a cylinder is nothing but pi r squared h. So pi capital R squared h plus pi small r squared h. Why I used capital R and capital H for the big cylinder? Because its radius and height are bigger, and small r and small h for the small cylinder because its radius and height are smaller. So pi is common, so I take pi common, so r squared h plus r squared h. So r squared h plus r squared h. So I am going to substitute the value of r and h now. I am going to substitute the value of r and h now. So it is equal to pi value they have given as 3.14 into what is capital R? Capital R is nothing but 12. So 12 into what is the height? 220 plus what is the small r value? It is 8 into 8 into 60. So it is 3.14 into, I need to multiply this, 12 12s are 144, 144 into 220 is 31,680 plus, when I multiply 8 into 8 into 60, 8 8s are 64, 64 into 60 is 3,840. So 3,840. So it is 3.14 into, I need to add these two. So 31,680 plus 3,840 is 35,520. So now I need to multiply 35,520 into 3.14. When I multiply them, 22 to 14, 35520, 0, 6, 15, 0, 8, 2, 15. So I get 1,11,532.80. 1,11,532.80 centimeter cube. This is the volume of the iron pole. This is nothing but the volume of the iron pole. They didn't ask you to find only the volume, they asked you to find the mass of the pole, that is the weight of the pole. Given that 1 centimeter cube of iron has approximately 8 gram mass. So mass of 1 centimeter cube of iron is given as 8 grams. Now what is the mass of the pole? What is the volume of the pole? That is mass of how many centimeter cube? 1,11,532.8 centimeter cube of iron is equal to 1,11,532.8 into 8. When I multiply them, I get 6, 22, 2, 24, 26, 2, 42, 4, 12, 1, 9. So I get 8,92,262.4 grams. So what do I get? 8,92,262.4 grams. Or I can even convert this to kilogram by dividing it by 1000. Then it becomes kilogram. That is equal to 892. The decimal will move through 3 places towards left. So 892.2624 kilograms. So it is 8,92,262.4 grams or 892.2624 kilograms. So what is the mass of the pole? That is the weight of the pole. Is nothing but 892.2624 kilograms, or you can even leave it with the grams. Hope it's clear, children. Let us move on to the next question. A solid consisting of a right circular cone of height 120 centimeter and radius 60 centimeter standing on a hemisphere of radius 60 centimeter is placed upright in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is 60 centimeter and its height is 180 centimeter. So what is given? A solid consisting of a right circular cone of height and radius is given standing on a hemisphere. So there is a solid which consists of a cone standing on a hemisphere. Cone standing on a hemisphere. The cone's height is given 120 centimeter and the radius of the cone is given 60 centimeter. It is standing on a hemisphere of the same radius 60 centimeter. Now this solid consisting of cone and cylinder is placed upright in a right circular cylinder full of water such that it touches the bottom. Find the volume of water left in the cylinder if the radius of the cylinder is the same 60 centimeter and its height is 180 centimeter. So this solid has been placed into a cylinder of height 180 centimeter and its radius is given 60 centimeter. So this solid consisting of hemisphere and cone is placed upright, is placed inside a cylinder of height 180 and 180 centimeter height and 60 centimeter radius. Now the cylinder is full of water. Now how much water will be left out in the cylinder if this solid is placed inside the cylinder? You know, when this solid is placed inside, water would have flown out. The water will flow out. So how much water flows out? The balance only will be remaining. How much our water flows out will be equal to the volume of this solid. As per the Archimedes principle, whatever is the solid which has been placed inside the cylinder which is full of water, that much water will flow out. So let us first write what all is given in the question. That is radius. Radius of cone, cylinder and hemisphere are all equal. So I am writing radius of cone, hemisphere and cylinder is equal to, I take it as small r, that is equal to 60 centimeter. And height of the cone is given. Height of the cone is given 120 centimeter. Cylinder's height is bigger, so I take that as capital H. So height of the cylinder is equal to 180 centimeter. Now we need to find the volume of water left in the cylinder. So volume of water left in the cylinder is nothing but volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid. Okay, volume of water left in the cylinder is equal to volume of the cylinder minus volume of the solid, which consists of volume of the solid consisting of what? Cone and hemisphere. Consisting of cone and hemisphere. What is the volume of the cylinder? Pi r squared h, pi r squared capital H, minus what is the volume of cone and hemisphere? 1 by 3 pi r squared h, plus what is the volume of a hemisphere? 2 by 3 pi r cube. So that is pi r squared h minus 1 by 3 pi r squared h minus 2 by 3 pi r cube. And this pi r squared can be taken common. What can be taken common outside? Pi r squared. So it is pi r squared into h minus 1 by 3 h minus 2 by 3 r. So what is the value of pi? Nothing has been given, so we have to use 22 by 7. And what is the radius of cone, hemisphere and cylinder? 60. So into 60 into 60. And what is the height of the cylinder? Height of the cylinder is given 180 minus what is the height of the cone? 120 by 3 minus 2 by 3 into radius is 60. So 3 ones are 3 40s are 3 ones are 3 20s are. So it is, when you multiply 22 into 60 you get 79,200 by 7. 6 6 are 36. 36 into 22 is 792. So and that two zeros can be added. So 79,200 by 7 into 180 minus 40 minus 40. So it is 79,200 by 7 into 100. So it is 79240, which is 79,20,000 by 7. So when you divide by 7, what do you get? 79,20,000. 7 ones are 7 ones are 7 threes are 21, 7 ones are 7, 7 fours are 28, 7 twos are 14, 7 eights are 56, 40, 7 fives are 35, 50, 7 sevens are 49, and it keeps going. So I take up to 2 decimal place. So 1131,428, 11,31,428.71. Sorry, 11,31,428.57 centimeter cube. So it is 11,31,428.57 centimeter cube. So this much volume of water is left in the cylinder. So volume of water left in the cylinder, volume of water left in the cylinder, is equal to 11,31,428.57 centimeter cube. You should be thorough with the tables when you do these type of problems, right? Let us do the last problem in this exercise. A spherical glass vessel has a cylindrical neck 8 cm long, 2 cm in diameter. The diameter of the spherical part is 8.5 cm. A spherical glass vessel has a cylindrical neck 8 cm long. So, a spherical glass vessel has a cylindrical neck 8 cm long, 2 cm in diameter, and the spherical glass vessel. So it has a like this. Okay, so the spherical glass vessel has a cylindrical neck 8 cm long, 2 cm in diameter, and the diameter of the spherical part is given 8.5 centimeters. So the vessel is consists of a sphere at the bottom and a cylinder on the top. Okay, so the diameter of the sphere is given, the length of the cylinder is given, and the diameter of the cylinder is also given. By measuring the amount of water it holds, what is the amount of water it holds? Nothing but the volume of that spherical glass vessel. A child finds its volume to be 345 cubic centimeter. Check whether she is correct, taking the above as the inside measurements, and they have given the pi value as 3.14. So what is the radius of the cylinder given? That is smaller in size, so smaller in measurement, so radius I am taking it as diameter of the cylinder is given. Diameter of the cylinder is given as 2 centimeter. So what will be its radius? 1 centimeter. And what is the height of the cylinder is given? Height of the cylinder is given 8 centimeter. And diameter of the spherical part is given, sphere is given, how much? 8.5 centimeter. So what will be its radius? That I take it as capital R because its measurement is high, 8.5 by 2 centimeter. Now I have to find out how much amount of water that vessel can hold. So volume of water in the vessel, volume of water in the vessel is equal to volume of the cylinder plus volume of the sphere, volume of the cylinder plus volume of the sphere. You have to add both the volumes. What is the volume of the cylinder? Pi r squared h plus what is volume of the sphere? 4 by 3 pi r cube. So in this pi can be taken common, r squared h plus 4 by 3 r cube. So what is the value of pi given? 3.14 into what is r? Radius of the cylinder? 1 into 1 into 8 plus 4 by 3 into 8.5 by 2 into 8.5 by 2 into 8.5 by 2, because it is r cube. Okay, 2 2s are 4 and this 4 can be cancelled. So I have to multiply 8.5 into 8.5 into 8.5 and divide by 6. So 3.14 into so 3.14 into 1 into 1 into 8 is 8 plus 8.5 into 8.5 into 8.5, that is 8.5 into 8.5 is 72.25 into 8.5 is 12, 11, 36, 22, 16, 17, 18, 57, so it is 5, 2, 1, 14, 11, 6, so it is 614.125 by 6, so it is 614.125 by 6, so it is 3.14 into 8 plus 6 1s are 0, 6 2s are 12, 21, 6 1s are 0, 6 2s are 12, 21, 6 3s are 18, 3, 6 5s are 32, 6 4s are 24, so 102, so it goes 102.35. Up to 2 decimal place if I take, it is 3.14 into 110.35. So 110.35 into 3.14, when I multiply I get 346.5. I get approximately, because we have taken up to 2 decimal places, so it can be taken as 346.5 centimeter cube approximately. Why I write approximately? Because this is not the exact value, because I have taken only up to 2 decimal places. So the volume of the spherical glass vessel is 346.5 centimeter cube. This is the more or less accurate value, but the child has said, what is that they asked you to find out, check whether the child is correct. What is that child said? She finds its volume to be 345 centimeter cube. She said, the child says 345, but here we are getting 346.5. So what she said is not correct. So what you should write the answer as? The child is not correct. The child is not correct, because the volume is actually 346.5 centimeter cube, but she found the volume to be 345 centimeter cube. So the child is not correct. The actual volume of the vessel is 346.5 centimeter cube. Okay, so the child is not correct because she said the volume is 345 centimeter cube, but we are getting the value as 346.5 centimeter cube. Hope it's clear, children. To receive our online lessons, please click the subscribe button to get the latest updates.